Listen, nobody needs to apologize to me. You didn't hit me with your car when you were drunk. I'm just telling you, you should apologize to yourself because that just puts you in a bad light with me right now. You can't do that. I don't just order these things willy-nilly. And it's not just something I decide. I look at everything. You need to go to AA and NA. Look, you are what, 30?
Yeah.
You got bench warrants, and I get the fact that some of these are just traffic offenses. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bench warrants for failure to appear or take care of civil infractions. You had a attempt R&O in 16, attempt misdemeanor B&E of vehicle 200 or more, but less than 1,000 in 16. And that was, they made it an attempt, so that was a 6-month. Then you had a felony armed robbery in 17, drunk and disorderly in 21. You're fooling around with cocaine. I mean, come on, and you're driving drunk. Okay, so I just want to caution you here. I don't mean to sound like a tough guy. I'm not making suggestions when I tell you things, okay? All right? You have to do them. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. We don't want to have a problem. I'm placing you on probation for 15 months on both cases. I will take your drug case under 7411 as you agreed with the prosecutor. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol. No alcohol. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal controlled substances. No marijuana either. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs. I'm going to make it weekly for 3 months. If you're clean, I'll make it bi-weekly for 2, then monthly, okay? But you have to test weekly. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. In order that you go to AA 3 times a week in person until you're in outpatient treatment, I'm going to order outpatient treatment on these. You have to provide proof that you're attending AA every time you meet with the probation officer, okay? You have to do that, and then but once you get in outpatient, so if you don't procrastinate, like I sense you might be trying to do, you can get an outpatient next week. You'll only have to go to AA for 1 week. Do we understand one another? I'm also going to order that you attend the Victims Impact Panel, which is 1 night put on by Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. All these terms are going to run concurrent now. And so what I'm going to do, you were arrested, so he has 1 day credit coming, correct, counsel?
Yes, sir.
All right. 5 days jail credit, 1 serve 4. 3 days court work program, $105 charge for that. 1 day of community service. I'm going to give you until June the 30th to complete that. So you can do 8 hours community service at any nonprofit organization of your choosing. Okay, I don't care where it is. Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, a church, animal shelter, Habitat for Humanity. I could care less. But you have to do 3 days on the court work program. And I'm being more than fair with you here, okay?
Yes, sir.
But you gotta comply with orders. All right. So I want you to understand I'm going to run all these terms concurrent. The day community service, again, by June 30, there's a $35 a day charge for the court work program, bringing your total there to $105. I'm also going to order on the impaired charge, and I'm going to put all the common fees on the impaired charge: 300 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 675 screening fees, 60 for 710. Probation fees are 300 for 1,010. Cost of recovery is 150 for 1,160. Attorney fees are 40 for 1,200, and you have court work program fees of 105. Your total's 1,305. There's a justice assessment fee on the drug charge. I'll only go 50 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So that will be 2.25. We're going to give them a review hearing date on that case. So that should be in late July, Heather, of 27. So you're 225 on that. You are, they will run concurrent, like I said. You're going to start going to AA, right?
Yes.
You're not going to ignore me again, right?
No.
Good. Then we'll get along just fine, you and me. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Don't lie to me. When did you last do cocaine?
That day.
Okay, good. So if we send you for a drug test tomorrow, I'll know that that was new use.
Yeah, I've been.
Okay, good enough. Good. No, I believe you. Good enough. I just was going to cover you in case you did. I was going to tell them don't have you test for a few days, but since you said no, we'll have you test. You owe 1305 plus 225. That's 1530. Can you pay all of that today?
No.
How much can you pay today?
$100.
Okay, you're going to take me serious, though, right?
Yes.
You're going to take me serious, right?
Yeah.
Also, you're going to clear all your warrants. Clear all
Judge,
of your warrants.
Can I interject real quick, Judge? I'm just getting a different total. Can we go over that real quick again?
Absolutely. You're probably right, Heather. You're going to clear all your warrants by July the 1st. Okay? So let me just see. 300, 250. That's 550, 675 with the crime victims rights and justice assessment. 675, screening fees 60 for 735. Oh, probation fees are 300,035. Then I think I didn't say attorney fees. 11.
Okay, I did not get attorney fees. How much for
Yeah, and
attorney
I wrote
fees?
it down, $40. So it's 1345, or 1305, including that, right?
Well, cost recovery was 150, correct?
Correct.
I have 1330.
Geez, I think I'm low. 250, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. That's 675. The screening fee is 60 for 735. Probation fees are 300 for 1,035. Cost of recovery is 150 for 1185. Court work program is 105, 1290 plus. You're right. Thank you. 1330. 1330. My apologies. I knew you'd be right and I'd be wrong. All right.
I
So
just
what do
like
you
to
have?
check.
How much can you pay per week then?
Per week.
Yes, or bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly, I can do 100.
I'll make it 75. Your first payment isn't due until June the 1. Now listen, I tell everybody this, and then you're going to pay all your money at 100 bi-weekly on the B file after fines costs paid on the A file. Okay. Now I offer people this. I don't know why they don't take me up on it, but they don't. If you don't have the money, it's not a problem. Just call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be glad to give you an extension. Okay? We'll go on Zoom or you can walk in here on it before the due date. I don't mind giving you an extension. Just you can't ignore me. Okay? You got me? All right.
I do have one question about the court work program.
Okay.
That's only on the week, correct?
No, it's on Saturdays and Wednesdays.
Oh.
Now and then a Wednesday. We do that once a month on Wednesdays. And then every Saturday pretty much.
How long do I have to, could I kind of plan around a Saturday? I might not be working.
Talk to probation.
Okay.
Okay? They'll try to work with you. Okay? No more. You got to get off this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you. Nice day.
You too. Bradley Lawrence Gaia. 26B12 150513A.
Good morning, Your Honor. Peter Granada, P78413, MIDC counsel for Mr. Guy.
Right. All right. So he pled guilty to impaired. The OWI was dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who's got the phone? Whoever's got the phone, go take it out of the building, please. All right. I'm sorry.
I've had a chance to go over the PSR with Mr. Gaio. We don't have any additions, subtractions or corrections. The only thing that we would ask the court to consider is, again, community service in place of, for work program, if the court, so deems that part of the sentence.
How many times you been in trouble?
Speeding ticket.
You've never had a criminal charge before. So I'm not saying I necessarily agree with this. You were in the ditch, right?
Yes,
You were by yourself, right?
yes,
Nobody else was struck, right?
yes.
Were you truthful on the screening? And this was a breathalyzer, correct?
Yes.
Do you want to say anything? You want to do all this stuff that they ordered you, that they want you to do? Did you review this report? Pardon?
No, I did not.
You think you need it? I don't need it. According to the statute, there's really a presumption that you don't, that I'm not supposed to put everybody on probation. In other words, it's presumed that probation is not necessary on this type of offense. You get a 116 and a 113. Yes, you did drive into a ditch. Yes, you did admit to the police you were screwed up. Yes, you did test in category 1 on the alcohol use portion and the drug use portion. So I can't rationalize this in my mind, even though I might disagree with the law. That's not my province. $300 in fines, $350 in costs. That's $650. You have 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, $775. Screening fees, $60 for 835. Cost of recovery is $50 for 985, $150 for 985. And I'm going to charge you $40 in attorney fees. Your total is $1,025. I'm also going to order that you serve 3 days jail credit, 1 serve 2. I'll let you serve those by way of community service. So 2 days of community service, 16 hours. You're gonna do that by, I'm gonna give you until June the 30th to complete that. I'm not placing you on probation. I'm going to also order, I want you to do the victims impact panel too. That's one night put on by Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. Anybody whoever drink should do that and driven. So I'm gonna order that. So victims impact, 2 days community service by June the 30th. Fines cost $1,025, and you are all set. If you violate though, if you don't pay your fines, or if you don't do the victims impact panel, if you don't complete your community service, you could get 93 days with credit for any time served. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand that? Stay out of here, will you?
Judge,
See you again. All right.
Judge, he
Thank
also
you.
did have the distracted driving that was reduced down for 155 with that one too. That he pled to at the last hearing.
Correct. I'm sorry. You also owe 100. I'm going to charge you 150 on the distracted. Okay. That's they dismissed the open intox. So you owe 1175. Can you pay all that or do you need some time? Okay. So you pay this now. You'll meet with probation now. I sincerely wish you well. Don't come back though, okay?
Sure.
Have a great day. Thank you. Are we ready on Noah Stackpool? Who has that one?
Mason,
Where's Mason? I want to
he's
get
in his office.
people against Nathaniel David Hayes. 5T 643-636. John, find out what these lawyers have. Sadie, tell me what these lawyers have.
Mr. Zelnick's on tow. Counselor's on
Gone and Tillery.
Tillery and Ganya.
Tillery and Gagne? All right. Your name, sir? This is 25T 643-636. I placed you on probation on November 6th. And we issued a show cause. Why didn't you show up for your review hearing on April 23?
There was a mistake. I accidentally read the wrong email. I had 3 different email threads from Miss Wiles.
Did you show up today late?
No, I was here before 9:30.
Okay. Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes, sir.
Since you were in court when I placed you on probation on November 6th, have you been arrested?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Yes, sir.
For what?
What have you asked?
So you had another case after I put you on probation?
Yes.
Can't dismiss this then. Where's that pending at? This is why I want them here. Where was that at?
Was why not?
Has that been disposed of yet?
Not yet. I still have working. Yeah.
You didn't get printed on that yet either, did you? They didn't print you either. All right.
I was in a Zoom meeting call with Miss Wiles for half an hour, the 23rd. I misunderstood the email. I didn't know I was supposed to.
Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with that. That's why I show cause you. But I called your case earlier and you didn't step forward. Let me, I'm not gonna be able to dismiss this. But let me think about it. Have a seat. I'm not gonna be able to dismiss it though. So you have a seat. I'll be with you in a second. Tyler Keith Tillery, 26G306839,
Wait, you guys.
A and B. All right. Good morning.
Judge McNally. Appearing on behalf of the defendant Tyler Tillery.
How old are you? You look like you're 15, huh?
He's all.
I know, he looks like he's gonna be a movie star someday. He'll be 32 when look like he's 32 when he's 50. How long were you adjourning this? 2 weeks?
2 weeks is fine, Judge. I think he's a candidate for sobriety for, this is the second offense for Mr. Tillery Day.
What are you doing, young man?
So.
Where do you live? Brownstown?
Yes.
What's he doing with his life?
Judge, he's working, I got to know his family a little bit because this first one was in the Romulus area, so I did represent him. He wanted to be a pilot, but that's been kind of thrown out of whack now. But he is working, he's a painter. He has a union job.
All
He
right.
does work better.
What was his breath or blood result?
0.21.
I tell these guys when they come in here less than 21 on a first, like, you know, we had this first one 2 years ago, not here, but in Romulus, like you said. You start getting drunk driving when you're 18 years old, you're probably headed for a felony drunk driving at some point, and that's where you are. All you gotta do is get one more in the next 60 years. I'll adjourn it to May 21 at 8:30 if you're good then. The sooner we get them going, the better.
Judge, I do have a Zoom in federal court at 9 o'clock that day, so if I'm interrupted,
No, you want me to set another day?
can we do it later on?
Yeah, I'll do it at, how about 11?
That's fine.
We'll do it at 11, but I need to, I did not, you've been going AA?
Yes, Judge, he showed me a AA slip, since April 23rd, he doesn't.
I gotta tell you though, I gotta have him on a SoberLink device. I'm sorry, defendant to be on SoberLink device by end of day. So you're gonna meet with probation. They're gonna explain to you how you do that. Do you understand that? You gotta get off of that. Okay, so we'll do it May 21 at 11. Be glad to take him. Seems like a nice kid, but you're ruining your life. What are you doing?
You want to make arrangements before that day, with somebody as far as Friday court or?
No, you can take the packet. Why don't you go over there, unless you have to run out of here, we can do that. They'll give you a packet for him to review, and he can meet with the sobriety court probation officer now if he'd like, and they can at least explain the ins and outs of it, okay? And we'll see at 11 on the 21st, but I want you on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. Is his parents with him?
No, his parents are not here.
Where are they?
There.
They know about this?
Yes.
Good luck. Stay out of trouble, man. All right, good luck. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Julie Therese Gagne, 26G306741.
Hello, Joe Murray, Duncan, here, and I'm gonna put the defendant, Julie Gagne, who's to my right.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Julie Gagne.
All right, so this is gonna be a plea to operating while impaired. They're going to dismiss the OWI, true?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am? Is that what you want to do, is plead guilty to operating while impaired with the understanding that the OWI will be dismissed?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs are all those, 4 points. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record in your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and we will not have a trial. Do you understand that? All right. Any questions before I go on? To the charge operating while visibly impaired, ma'am, how do you wish to plead? On March 20 of 26 at 11:07 p.m., were you operating a motor vehicle on Jefferson near Gibraltar, in Gibraltar?
Yes,
And prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
yes, I had 2 Jack and Cokes and a shot.
Shot of what?
I think it was peppermint shot.
Okay, was it a single shot?
Yes.
Was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired because of the alcohol consumption? And in what way?
I was told that I swerved. I was at a light, and when I turned, I was told I swerved.
Do you think you swerved?
Yeah, because I know because my car had to like autocorrect it.
Okay, do you think you swerved at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
Yes,
Counsel, this says a 0.146 on the blood draw. Do you stipulate that was accurate for purposes of the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Are you on probation or parole, ma'am?
no,
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
no,
Ever been in trouble at all before?
no.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the OWI. She had some case in 07, an ordinance violation, but it was dismissed. That's it. So I'll refer you.
Have a record, Judge.
Right. So I'll refer you for a screening and assessment, okay? And you're gonna go down the home, you're gonna get your notice, and then you come back for sentence. You wanna do this on the 21st? To Mr.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll do this at 11 too, okay?
So you want her to go down and get a notice?
She's gonna go down and get a notice, then you're going over to probation where you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, okay? And then come back on May 21st at 11.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. And by the way, everybody, this is not my rule. If you guys would consider filling out those public satisfaction surveys, the Supreme Court wants us to do that. I'd appreciate it. Where is Brendan James Toe? 260-646-409. Is this kid gonna learn anything here if he dismisses this?
None of the victim is here, the parents.
Where's the victim at?
She's seated in the bank.
Come on up here.
There's 2 cases, Your Honor, so if there's a global resolution.
Oh.
Vote.
Okay.
Oddly enough, since we were here yesterday, his grandmother just passed away, so the family's got to go, and it's been just a rough week. Ma'am, would you step forward, you step back, Edward Zelenak, the defendant is present.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning,
Your name?
Sean Frederick.
Okay, why don't you go right over there, if you would, to that is a microphone, believe it or not. And I have Brendan James Toe, 26BT 646-409 and 26B 149414. Your name?
Brandon James.
All right, and his parents are with him.
Yes, they are.
And the victim is not seeking restitution, it says on 414. Are you the victim on the Brownstown case, ma'am, or the Trenton case?
Straight case, brother.
All right, are you seeking restitution of any kind?
Just for the records to be completed.
It's been arranged already. Just
All right, I need to put it on record, though. Call him Mr. Bologna. So he's going to plead to the turfing charge under Hyde on the Brownstown case. And that is, if you plead guilty here, these are the possible penalties, up to 500 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those. This would be taken under HIDA. And I believe, and I haven't had a turfing case in years, I think if there's a straight up plea that you'd lose your license.
No, this shouldn't go anywhere.
Well, I know it won't under HIDA, but I'm just saying if there was a straight up
Oh,
plea,
yeah.
you would lose your license. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So if you don't comply with probation, the conviction's going to be entered and you're going to lose your license. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he go get Mr. Bologna? 249. So if you plead to that one, the prosecutor is also going to move to dismiss the Trenton case of Turpin. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
You signed, yesterday you signed the advice part.
I still need to sign one today. You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable.
I'll give one here to sign what you're talking.
Okay. Did somebody get a hold of Mr.
Just
Gordon?
called him.
Okay. And Ms. Frederick, I'm sorry, you live on, just tell me the street. I'm sorry, which one?
Third.
Third. Okay. Mr. Bologna, your name?
And Bologna, Your Honor.
I want to make sure everything's covered here. Is there some kind of I understand what you're doing. He's pleading on the Brownstown case, victim not seeking restitution. It's going to be under HIDA. Based on that, this other case, the Trenton case, is going to be dismissed. I just want to make sure that the restitution is going to be taken care of.
My understanding is being taken care of, it will be presented with a company that's providing services.
But if the case is dismissed, I lose jurisdiction is the problem.
I understand your.
Well, we can come back, they can charge him again, Judge, and there'd be hell to pay then.
Well, no, not if it's part of another plea agreement.
Why don't
Did you get a quote?
I did, yes.
How much is the quote for?
676.
I think there's a work order too that you might have already, right?
Wait a second. Are the parents gonna pay the 676?
Yes, they are. They already paid, have you paid the company already?
Your Honor,
What's your name, sir?
Chris Cove.
Okay.
Brennan's dad. The company that I reached out to actually takes care of her lawn as well for fertilizing and repair. He is just trying to fit in the schedule.
Have you paid them yet?
I offered to pay a deposit. He said he wanted to wait until the work was done because it could be a time of materials, but that's 676 was his maximum.
Max,
Yes.
but see, I can't dismiss this, guys, without that being taken care of. Now, if he wants to cut a check to her today, 676, then I can feel comfortable dismissing.
I have no problem. I have no problem with it.
You're gonna pay the 676 today? Can you do that? Because I can't dismiss a case and still have restitution hanging over, and I don't think it's,
So,
you're good with that?
Yeah.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Michelle Cove.
I appreciate you guys coming a lot more. Your son and I are gonna have a conversation. So that's what'll happen. Do you have a checkbook here?
I do.
So you can write her the check, write out to herself, and then we're gonna cover this. Is that acceptable to everybody, Mr. Zolnick?
Works for me, Judge.
Is that acceptable, Mr. Bologna?
Absolutely.
Is that acceptable to you, ma'am? All right, that's what we'll do. So you can write that check to her. I will dismiss this as soon as they hand her the check. I'm gonna take the plea on the other turfing. And have you signed that advice of rights now, young man?
Just did.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights on that advice of rights, and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand everything that's going on?
Yes, sir.
You seem like a nice kid. Why in the world would you be doing this? We're gonna have a conversation. To the charge of turfing, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On the Brownstown case, March 29, 26, were you at 19256 Dawnshire Drive in Brownstown? What did you do?
Because I was very upset.
Upset with what?
Must be a bad breakup and.
With who? With who?
Her daughter.
So it's collateral damage.
Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. 19256 Dawnshire, your daughter doesn't live there, or does she?
No, it's another friend.
That's all her friend.
Well, wait a minute.
That's.
I'm just taking the plea on the Brownstown case. Okay? So why did you drive over the lawn at 19256 Dawnshire? Who did you know that lived there?
A friend that's dating your daughter.
So he intentionally drove over the lawn.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
But you guys broke up before they started dating, right?
My understanding, yes.
Well, no, I'm asking you. You and her daughter broke up before your best friend started dating her, right?
How about if I ask the question, your best friend you found out started dating
Yes,
her
sir.
and you got upset and you made marks on
But
everybody's.
were you
lawn?
broken up with her daughter at that time?
Yes, sir.
You gotta be more mature than that.
Yes, sir. I
right?
understand.
All right. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No,
Are
sir.
you on probation or parole?
Sir.
I'll accept the plea. Ms. Frederick, I want to listen to what you have to say. Anything? I know that you're, you've got the check?
They're doing it right.
Okay,
Sorry.
go ahead and write that check and then we'll talk. Do you want to tell me anything, ma'am?
Only if you need clarification on anything.
I'll be happy to listen to anything you have to say.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. What are you doing with your life right now?
Yeah, operator.
The what?
Operator G.
Okay,
324.
good, good. And you are going to be 20 in December?
Yes, sir.
I don't need a pre-sentence report, Mr. Zelmer.
No, we're fine. He has done well, I presume, because he went straight into the union. He's got a pension and healthcare and a better suit than most lawyers here have today.
Better than one I brought. Yeah. I didn't even bring my coat in today. I put it on the couch. Anyway.
Nothing else to add. Your Honor, it speaks for itself. These are sad incidents for affairs of the heart that have been, whose brains don't form as quickly as
I
women
know.
and crazy things.
I know. Where'd you go to high school?
Friend.
And so you're gonna stay out of here, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever have a conversation with them, ma'am? With his parents after this?
They had reached out to me the day afterwards,
To say what?
to apologize and ask if they could make things better.
That's what I would have expected parents to do. And I want to commend you guys for doing that, because a lot of parents would not have done. A lot of parents would have looked the other way. So it means a lot to me, frankly, that the parents came with you, Mr. Toth. So that's going to help you. You don't want to embarrass your family.
No, I did not.
I feel like making you go read a poem.
To read Shakespeare, Judge.
No,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
no. I want you to Google this when you get home tonight. You don't have to do it tonight. Talk to your mom and dad about it.
Sure.
Just Google your name poem. Do that. Now, it's a little gender related, but you can look at that with your mother too. You follow me? It's your name. Read that poem. Okay? All right. I'm not gonna be that tough on him. I mean, what he did was silly. But you know what? We've all done silly things. I did silly things. We all did silly things. But I want you to understand something. I do not condone this. You gotta use your brains. This kind of thing affects your future. You follow me?
Yes, sir. I completely agree.
You don't wanna affect your future. So I'm taking the plea under HIDA, Mr. Zelnick. I think I already asked you, but if you have something else, I'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, young man?
No, sir.
All right, let me just write this up. How do you feel about this? Because you are a victim. And I want to make sure that you're satisfied too. I don't want to poo-hoo this. I don't think there's anything to poo-hoo. By the same token, kids make mistakes. And to a 19, 20-year-old kid to find out his best friend started dating his girlfriend could have been handled like 10,000% better, but what are you asking me to do? Anything?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. I have to place you on probation, so I'm going to for 6 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as direct. Now, I'm not going to know if you do this, but see, your parents have shown a real interest in you. I think that's phenomenal. They did what I would have done. They did exactly what I would have done, and they're here. And that means a lot. So I want you to serve 1 day of community service by June the 30th, and I want you to be on our court work program for 1 day, and that's going to cost you $35. Parents are going to make sure you read the poem, Your Name. See, my father was buried 40 years ago today, so I'm a little more sentimental than usual. So I actually went back and read that. 100 fines, 100 costs. 75 victims' rights, $50 justice. 120 in probation fees, 35 in attorney fees.
No, I'll take.
I'm sorry, 35.
I'll take the-
No. I'm sorry, 35 in court work program fees. That's $480. I want him to pay this, not you, folks. So if you need time, I don't have a problem. And they're gonna make sure that you read that. I don't need you to tell probation or prove anything to probation. They're gonna make sure you read that poem. Can you pay this today, or do you need time?
Bill Trades can take care of things.
And you've received your payment, right, ma'am? The 626?
676.
676, I'm sorry. And you're satisfied?
Yes.
So I'm dismissing 260-646-409. Prosecutor indicated on the Brownstown case, victim was not seeking restitution. We're going to give you a review hearing date. You don't want this on your record. Give me a date if you would, Heather.
Okay, Judge, that will be November, well, let's see. About November 4th.
November 4th at 8:30. You don't need to show up, Mr. Zelnick, unless he hasn't complied. Folks, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I don't want to keep you waiting. I need a 5-minute recess. Thank you. Stay seated, please.
Okay. You got something for me? It's one of the those two things. I did something that's I don't know. I never started with that. Oh, is that oh, you got the crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna ask him. You can get you to last day. That's it. We submitted those like that Friday, and she's not even about that. So, well, he wants to see if evidence is started.
Good morning, Mr. Boker. Mr. Boker, are you there?
This is Noah, that's cool.
Nope, I see you, Noah. You're fine. James Boker, can you hear me?
Yeah, she's up north.
Oh, okay, that's why she had to hold up.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm still waiting on her to say.
Hello?
Yes, James.
Yes.
Does your camera work?
Yes.
Judge is gonna watch
You
the
know, I'll
camera.
email you a copy of it.
Yeah, if I get a vote contest to a disorderly, under advisement, in order to.
All right, there you are. All
Right.
right, you have your pretrial today. I'll get you in a breakout room and an attorney will be with you shortly. Just sit tight. We're very busy today with the attorneys are, okay?
Okay.
Any specific else if he comes, confess disorder, okay, I'll let him know.
In the meantime, do a sit or just a simple one, text it to me.
Okay. All right, thanks. Very good seeing you.
Mr. Boker, do you see that invite to the breakout room?
You.
Stay seated for the next session.
All right. People against, Chestnut, Elvin Daniil Chestnut II. Wait 1 second. Have a seat right there at the table if you would, okay? Keith Allen Gross, 26G 82668. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
So they understood, huh?
Yes.
Your name?
Keith Gross.
Case dismissed, motion of the prosecutor. Have a great day.
Thanks, sir.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Zarnecki, Perry Lewis Zarnecki, 26G 307021. Morning, sir. Your name?
Barry Zareki?
All right, so you met the department rep. You were going to plead to impeding, true?
Yes.
And they're going to dismiss the speed, correct?
Yeah.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the speeding. 150 is your total, okay?
Okay, thank
Have a great day. Good luck. You can go right down the hall and take care of that. Bennett? People against Bennett? William Joseph, or Senate, I'm sorry, Senate. William Joseph Senate. 646477008 and B. Yeah, just another example how my eyes are going, you know?
Other kinds undefeated, Your Honor.
Right. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Sparrow, P57197, on behalf of Mr. Senator this matter.
Sir, your name?
William Stein?
All right, so he's charged with super drunk with a BAC of 0.233. The prosecutor is going to have him plead. He's agreed, I should say, to operating while impaired and to the civil infraction of PBT refusal, and they are going to dismiss the super drunk. True?
That is correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all 4 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record, and your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? To the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead, sir? Were you operating a motor vehicle on Fort near Breland and Trenton on March 21 of 26 at 11:16 p.m.? Did you drink alcohol prior to that? And if so, what did you drink and how much? Okay, was your ability to operate that vehicle impaired because of the alcohol consumption?
Yes.
In what way?
It's an accident.
How did the accident occur?
Ran a red light and another car hit me on the passenger side.
All right. And you think you did that at least because of your alcohol consumption?
Yes, because
And he took a intoxilizer or a blood draw?
Encapsulated, Your Honor, 0.23 stipulates.
All right. So you stipulate for that for to that for purposes of the plea. Are you on probation or parole, sir?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? And to the charge of, PBT refusal, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, was anybody hurt in that accident?
The other motorists did not go for medical attention at that time. Mr. Sennett did not either, so as to our knowledge, no.
All right, I'll accept your plea to operating while impaired, dismiss the super drone. Accept the plea to PBT refusal, refer you for a screening and assessment. You'll be screened and assessed today and you'll be sentenced at a later time. They're gonna have you fill out a questionnaire and probation and then interviewed. He's been going to AA at least once a week.
He has a sheet right there.
You've seen
I
it?
have seen it.
Good enough. Give me a sentence date if you would, Heather.
We can do May 21st at 8:30.
Good with you, Mr. Spear?
May 21st, 8:30, that is good.
Okay, so we'll do it May 21st at 8:30. So you go down the hall, get your notice, sir, and then across the probation, okay? Any questions? All right, best of luck to you. Thank you.
Your Honor, I also have Zajac, which.
Stajak Brothers?
Yes.
No.
Okay, Zajac Brothers LLC. File numbers, just give me 1 second. 26T647515. 26T647515. Let's see, I have 515A and B and C. Your name?
Got Zajac.
Okay, your appearance?
Jonathan Record, James Sparrow, P57197, on behalf of Zajac Brothers LLC.
So he's already in default on the safety equipment, right? Or,
He did post a bond, Your Honor, I believe.
so you want me to set aside the default judgment, him a plea? The default judgment will be set aside. I see you filed a motion now on files A and B. And to the charge on the A file, sir, of safety equipment, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
And on the B file, responsible or not responsible? Sorry,
Yes, it's responsible.
okay. All right, so just give me 1 second while I make a note of this, and I'll accept those pleas on the A and B file, and then we'll go ahead pursuant to the agreement and dismiss the invalid plate. So I will accept those pleas, $318 on the A file, that's your bond, $318 on the B file, that's your bond. And file C pursuant to the agreement is dismissed, okay? So you can just go down the hall, sign over your bonds, and you're all set. Have a great day. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Spiro. All right. Which one do I have here? C. Counsel, which one do you have in the front?
Here, I have Ali.
Okay, come on up on that. Ali Abdullah Ahmed, 25T647079A and B.
Wait, P6489, yeah, Mr. Ahmed, he's to my right, Your Honor.
Good morning. Your name, sir?
Ali Abdullah.
Did you pre-try this or not?
Not yet, Judge.
Do you want to just, yeah, I see, rescheduled it. So you're going to stand mute, wait for my reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then what do you want to do? Do you want to you want to go talk to Trenton's prosecutor now, or do you want to come back? It's up to
We
you.
can do it now.
That's fine. I'll enter
Judge.
a not guilty plea. Take this over to, well, you can take the file over to him, Mr.
Yes,
Woodburn.
sir.
So I'm gonna give him, listen, you're not gonna play this game with me though, are you?
No games, Your Honor.
Him, I mean, not you. Him. He didn't show up. This was from December of 25. Why weren't you here? No, the guy in the hallway. Who do you think I'm talking to?
What day is on my
You're supposed to be here first on January 15th. You didn't show up. We issued a show cause. You were supposed to be here January 29th. You didn't show up either day. Well, they gave you, listen, keep your voice up. They handed you the ticket, right? Did you follow up and call the court? Say, hey, when's my court date? I can't wait to get in there to take care of that. You didn't do that either, did you?
Said that they were gonna mail me some.
Did you live on Ogden?
Yeah.
We mailed the things there. Okay? You gotta show up. $500 personal bond.
Thank
You
Judge.
cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. If he's gonna set aside the default, You better, John, give that to the Wordling. You better make sure that he, sets that aside, okay?
Good, I'll ask him for that.
Thank you. Elvin Chestnut. Elvin Donnell Chestnut the second, 260-648-303A, B and C. How you doing?
How you doing?
Maybe you should have been a lawyer. You did a good job for yourself here. So you're gonna plead to no ops, they're going to dismiss the suspend, and then you're gonna plead to the two civil infractions too, right? Expired plate and no insurance, true? To the charge, no insurance, responsible or not responsible? To the charge, expired plate, responsible or not responsible? I'll accept those pleas. Now, if you plead to no ops, I want you to understand. I'll dismiss the suspend. It is punishable then by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not gonna have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Right.
To the charge, no valid operator's license on person, how do you plead? Were you operating, by the way, you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, I'll ask you again, to the charge, no valid operator's license on person, how do you plead? Were you operating a motor vehicle on Fort and Harrison and Trenton, April 13 to 26 at 5:05 PM?
Yes.
Do you have a valid license on your person?
That should be suspended.
Right, so it wasn't valid.
Right.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it to that charge. You're gonna start showing up in court though, right?
Yes.
You got warrants. You want me to tell you where?
Yeah, so I was.
Madison Heights and 36th and Allen Park. You gotta show up and take care of those. What are you doing? You never want a license back? You're still suspended. Where do you work at?
Yamato, actually, right up the street, Yamato International Corporation,
How much you put there?
1650.
All right, you gotta take care of your business, okay?
Yes, sir.
You can't be doing this. Anything you'd like to tell me?
I was thinking it possible to set up a payment plan.
I'll do that for you, but you haven't complied with theirs. You're gonna comply with mine, or you gonna just ignore me again? You gotta have insurance too. You can't drive around a car. I'm telling you, it'll bankrupt you. You get in an accident, the insurance company will pay their insured's damage to the vehicle, wage loss, all those fun things, and then they're gonna they're gonna subrogate and come after you. They'll be chasing you till you're 90. Okay? Got it? I'm serious. Can't drive around without insurance. That's a big mistake. On the expired plate, fines costs of 130. On the no insurance, 185. On the no ops, 100 fines, 70 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 295 or 60 days. So you owe 295 plus 130, that's 325. 510, including the no insurance. How much do you have today? All right, why don't you pay the expired plate one today? Fines costs of 130. You're gonna pay 100 today. And then when can you pay the rest on that? Can you pay that by the 21st? 2 weeks from today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pay that by the 21st. Then I'm gonna give you until June 1. You're gonna set this all out for him, right, Heather? To pay the 185 on the no insurance. Can you do that?
Yes.
And then I'll have you pay $60 bi-weekly, beginning June the 15th, okay? If you don't have the money, no big deal. Come and see me on or before any of these due dates if you don't have the money, or call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. Any questions? All right, good luck to you. Thank you. Best of luck. Go down the hall, pay your 100. Andrew Marcus John, 26G3070248 and B. Your name, sir?
Andrew Gunn.
You're charged with operating while intoxicated, and you do have the right to a lawyer. I'll give you one. Do you want one? Yeah, you want one.
Yes, please.
This is a drunk driving. You don't want to play around with this. Go out in the hallway. I'll give you a court-appointed lawyer, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Thank you.
So just be patient with them. It'll take them a minute. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Swinney. People against Chelsea, June Swinney. 26G306968.
Good morning, Judge. I'm having good feedback from school. Can take a full name?
All right, you got quite a breathalyzer here, young lady. Not good. All right, counsel. Did you have a chance to review? So just for the record, she pled guilty to operating while impaired. The super drunk charge was dismissed and she was referred for a screening and assessment. Have you had a chance to review the report with her, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
We have had a chance to review the report, there are no commission collecting resolutions, nothing's done.
Anything you would like to say on her behalf?
That you said. After talking to Ms. Sweeney, she is 28-year-old judge. She is currently employed at a company called Foundation Restoration as a permit releaser in a call center. She started working there on April 22nd of this year. She earns $18 an hour. She is full-time currently. And she is also enrolled in the high school diploma program through a Monroe Learning Bank. That's an online course, judge. She started that in January of 2026 and hopes to complete it after finishing. She's got 6 more classes before she actually receives her high school diploma.
That's good.
This is her first conviction as an adult. And she's continuing to go to AA as the court ordered, and I believe she's learned her lesson, judge, and she's assured me that this is not anything that's gonna happen again. Is that correct? Yes.
I know they're not the most. You had a larceny in 17 and 2 MIPs. So I'm not sure that should have ever been criminal. The MIPs, but still, you got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to tell me, young lady?
That I've learned my lesson in 52 days sober. It was great.
Good.
Finished school.
Well, that's fantastic. Good. Good. And you're trying to get your GED.
No, diploma.
Diploma.
I mean, that's what I meant,
Yeah.
diploma.
Time.
I get it. Well, I'm glad you're doing that because I would have ordered it anyway, and I'm going to order it today. 13 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You do have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. I want the kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs as follows. I'm gonna make it bi-weekly for 4 months. If you're clean, I'll then make it monthly, okay? You understand that? I want you to attend AA, NA once a week. I'm gonna order outpatient treatment. Once you get in outpatient, you no longer have to attend AA or NA. So AA once a week until an outpatient. Once you get in outpatient, you can stop going to AA. Every time you go to AA, you have to have the form signed and you're gonna show it to probation when they have you go there.
She has been doing, judge, she did order it once a week, so she did have it, she could show it to me.
Right, and I gathered that. And then the victims impact panel, attend that, complete that, okay? 4 days jail credit, 1 serve, 2 days on the court work program, 1 day of community service. Your community service has to be completed in this case by June the 30. 2 days court work, there's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $70. You are to obtain and maintain employment and provide proof if they require, obtain a high school diploma or a GED. So that's perfect. 300 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs here amount to $675. Probation fees are $260 for $935. Screening fees $60 for $995. Court work program fees are $70 for $1,065. And there are costs of recovery of $150. Your total here amounts to $1,215. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, and you have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal if you cannot afford one. Do you understand that? All right. You may be eligible for early discharge. If you do all this and there's never a violation, at least within the preceding 90 days, after 6.5 months, you can apply for early discharge, and by statute, you're entitled to it. Do you understand it? If you violate, again, you could get 93 days. You understand that? All right. How much of this can you pay today?
I just started, so I haven't gotten the first check yet.
Tell me how much you can pay weekly.
Get paid bi-weekly, and I haven't gotten it yet.
She just started on the 26th.
I know, you're making 18 an hour, right? And you work 40 hours, right? Is that yes?
Yes.
That's 720, that's 1440. The government's gonna gladly take their share of your taxes. How about $70? Look, make it $60 bi-weekly. How's that?
That's,
And I'll start that beginning June 1, but just recognize that if you do not pay and you do not show up, we're gonna issue a warrant. If you don't have the money, it's not a problem. Just call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be more than happy to give you an extension, okay? Just don't ignore them. You can either walk up here or call on Zoom and I'll give you an extension. We understand one another, right? Okay, good enough. Wish you well. You'll meet with probation. Go down and you'll meet with probation across the hall. They'll explain everything to you and we'll go from there, okay? Good luck. All right. Gabby Ann Evans. 26G306739.
In this intense courtroom session, the judge spends nearly the entire hearing trying to answer one difficult question. Who deserves another chance, and who is already running out of them? The hearing begins with a young defendant receiving strict probation conditions after an alcohol-related offense. The judge orders constant testing, AA meetings, outpatient treatment, community service, and more than $1,200 in fines and fees. But despite all the restrictions, the judge still tries to work with her financially. When she admits she just started a new job and can't afford the payments, the judge lowers the amount and says something important. If you don't have the money, just call the court. Don't ignore me. That warning becomes the theme of the entire hearing. Moments later, another defendant, 24 years old with a newborn child and a full-time job, stands before the judge after a DUI case involving a high BAC result. His attorney argues that he's young, employed, and trying to build a future, but the judge is still deeply concerned about how serious the alcohol level was. Instead of jail, the judge orders probation, alcohol education classes, testing, community service, and over $1,100 in costs. Still, he gives the defendant flexibility to leave the state for work as a mobile mechanic, as long as he follows every rule. Again, the judge repeats the same message. Don't ignore me. But then the courtroom shifts completely when another defendant appears with an extremely high alcohol level and a recent meth-related case